I'm Seth.
And I'm Drew.
And this is
Nerd Meeting the Nerd.
Well, hello, fellow nerds. Next up on the IGN Top 100 Best Video Games of All Time is Divinity Original Sin 2, because you are born with original sin, just like me. Are you ready to dive in, Seth?
Oh my god, dude. I am so freaking stoked about this.
Yeah, okay. So, long story short, we decided to kind of zhuzh past some things, character creation and some stuff like that, just because we want to get into the game. We actually want to play the game, and we don't want to have to deal with other stuff. Okay. But we'll do a little tutorial, because I have no idea what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
Blocking the doorway. Okay.
I feel like this is a very in-depth game, and 2 hours is not enough time to play this game, but what the...
I just picked up the entire crate.
All right.
Just shoved that into my inventory pocket. Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay,
That's a
so
hen house.
I already have to deviate. Well, not really deviate, but I want to read for the folks at home the description that the IGN website gives us for this game as we're getting into it. So, first of all, Divinity Original Sin 2 is 99 on the top 100 list. Mm-hmm. By the way, we're not playing these in any particular order.
No.
Here is the description, according to Casey D. Freites. I'm sorry, Casey, I butchered your last name. When I was famished for Dungeons & Dragons, Divinity Original Sin 2 filled that void for me. I've since recommended it to all of my real-life D&D parties, and they've all come back with the same opinion. This is the best D&D experience you can get from a video game. The built-in story is decidedly plenty and nearly infinitely replayable. The pre-made characters all have their own special storylines, and the numerous ways things pan out depend on player actions, backstory choices, race, and more. Regardless of class or difficulty level, DOS2 is a fun fantasy world to get lost in no matter what. Which...
I'm already lost. No. Pick up and add to where's move.
So I had already read that. It made me very, very, very excited for this game, because I am a D&D nerd. If you've watched our show for any length of time and kind of pre-video game focus, we did a lot of D&D content, a lot of tabletop RPG content.
We sure did.
And yeah, I mean, dude, we've been to 2 Gen Cons together.
Yeah, one awesome. The other one, I did not have a great time, but it's my own damn fault.
Okay, so I had another screen pulled up and wasn't quite watching you. What are you doing right now?
Okay, so I'm trying. Okay, so clearly it's like tutorial time stuff, and I am just like working my way through. Oh, I am encumbered. Yeah, so let's see. That's the map. Okay.
It's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's a map. Why do we both say together? You know, sometimes things get weird on this show. So yeah, so you're just walking around clicking buttons and things. Okay, so D&D. I really hope that this is exactly what Casey described, because I also have this hole in my heart that is left from D&D. I haven't played in a while. I've been cheating on tabletop games with video games. And to be perfectly honest with you, dude, like, I just can't find a group that I vibe with for real. Like, most of the groups that I play with or have played with, I hate to say it, man, they're just not serious enough. Like, I'm looking for like some Lord of the Rings action. Like, I want to take my TTRPGs too seriously.
Sure.
And all of my, I don't even want to call them friend groups. Like, I used to hang out at a local game store, and like every time I would play with people, it's just too goofy for me, man. Even when and especially when I'm running a game and I'm trying to set like a particular tone, and then people don't take it nearly seriously enough. I mean, there's room in there for humor and things like that. But I don't know. I just never found like the right vibe. The best D&D group I ever had was I used to get together every single week. That's important because I think playing D&D for me, it needs to be a weekly thing. See, for me to get the most out of it. But I played with
Sure.
my brother-in-law, my son, who was like 8 years old at the time, and his buddy who lived next door. That was like our squad, which it was tight. It was a tight little squad, and we played every Friday night. And occasionally we'd have another person in there. And Drew, I think you played digitally with us a couple of times.
I did via them internets.
But we had a pretty serious game going, and we ran through. We were playing 5th edition at the time, and we played through the entirety of Storm King's Thunder, which is like about giants, and like it was awesome, dude. It was really awesome. And just completing one of those books, like I will always have a special place in my heart for that particular campaign.
Sure.
But
okay,
this game turns out to be what Casey describes at IGN. I'm probably gonna play hella Divinity.
So I have been stuck in the same room for
The entirety of that silly D&D rant.
Yeah, I have no idea how to get into my inventory. Like, I mean, this is the hotbar, and I can kind of, like I can get into items and stuff. I need to drop stuff. How the heck do I drop something?
Clear slot, square.
I know, but when I hit square, nothing happens.
Weird.
I know. I'm very adept at sneaking, apparently. And I don't know what ping is. Oh, that just shows people where I'm at. That's cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Man, this is sort of. I hope you figure it out quick, but
I do too.
Well, this is sort of. I had some reservations because I didn't watch any gameplay. I don't know anything about this game. I probably should have said that at the beginning of this episode. So if you're still watching us and you haven't already clicked away because we're ignorant, I've never played this. Drew's never played this outside of making a character. I had a feeling that based on that whole, like, if you love D&D, you're going to love this. Like, I had a feeling that this was going to be, like, really in-depth, a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I hope you figured it out, dude, because I don't love, like, freaking stumbling through menus and stuff as a gamer. I'm not even talking about the channel. I'm just talking about in general. Like, you're already making me feel like I would have been discouraged. Did you figure it out?
I think so. Hang on. Let's see. Actions. Haha.
Nice.
Drop. What the? It's just box.
So you were just picking up random boxes?
Sure was. Well, I mean, again, this is you're trying to learn how to open. Is there stuff in there? Yeah, I'll take that. Money. Can I take it? I want to take it. Can I put it in my pocket? Hold in hand. Cool.
Nice. Okay. Good.
Now
Thank
I
God.
can get rid of. Oh, I guess not. Okay. I guess I'm still. No. Okay. I think I just lost. I think I just lost 12 gold. That's fine.
And you lost me and the audience. I'm just kidding.
I know.
No, this is part of it, guys. Like, we're playing these games for a reason, so maybe you don't have to. If you watch us stumble through it and you're like, that's not for me. Can you not get through this freaking door? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Are you looking for a key?
Okay, it's easy to pick up many objects around you. Hold to create active search area. Okay, understood. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, sweet.
Oh, so the active search throws it out, and then it tells you everything that's within that active search.
Yeah. Okay, a letter. I'll take that. I'm sure that's pretty. I don't need any of that. Crizzy is app. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Yeah, I gotta find a key. Is there anything on this shelf? No.
Whoa.
Okay, so I'm vibing with it, dude. I'm starting to vibe with it.
Okay, thank God. Here's what I think is kind of cool. Back to the D&D conversation. This is a neat sort of top-down perspective. It looks very much like if you were to build out a D&D table with like terrain and and miniatures and stuff like that. Like I dig this. I dig this.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the same thing if it was like a first person perspective or something like that.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Okay. So I did just attack the door, and it did lose some vitality. Not much, though.
Yeah. I think you're going to need a key, dude.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of this room, and let's see.
It's trying to teach us a very important lesson, which is got to search the rooms for stuff.
Yeah.
And that's very D&D, dude. Like,
yeah.
Yep, sorry, the door won't open. I guess you're going to have to search the rooms. I searched the room. Where do you search in the room?
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Okay, D&D aside, and I know you're playing. I fired up my PS5 the other day.
Yeah.
And I wasn't immediately looking at it. Like my screen setup is not. I've got several screen situation going on, and I was like surfing the internet or something, and my PlayStation was firing up, and I hear this. I just hear this sound, this eargasm, if you will, and I look over at the screen.
Yeah.
And it's the first time I fired up my PlayStation since the 30th anniversary stuff. For PlayStation, you know what I'm talking about? Like it's the 30th anniversary of PlayStation, and they put like a software update on there where it like
limited
plays,
time only.
Yeah, it plays the OG PlayStation music, and I was like, and like it immediately like childhood memory unlocked. And then the coolest part is it's like, hey, to celebrate, you can choose which PlayStation console you want to be, your loading screen and all of the noises and whatnot that go with that console. So naturally, your boy chose PS2. So now every time I fire up my PlayStation, everything is PS2 themed. Like as you're navigating through the menus and things, it's got that same all the sound effects from that console. And it's so good, dude. It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
And I tried to buy one of the 30th anniversary controllers, and I'm so pissed that I can't get my hands on one. I
Are
can.
you serious?
Well,
yeah,
I
dude,
can, but
go
they're
to GameStop.
expensive.
They're the same amount as a regular controller.
Dude, they're the only ones I could find the other day when I was researching it were on the secondary market, and they were like $100.
Okay, I went into my GameStop. First of all, I bought 2 of the exact same game from GameStop, and because I'm an idiot. I'm 100% an idiot, okay? And I was like, okay, well, I'm just, it's still new, it's still sealed. I'm just gonna rock with this. I'm gonna leave, no big deal, whatever. Went inside, saw that they had one on a peg, and was like, I'll take that. And I had my $5 off coupon because I'm a
nice
whatever member, and I had a bunch of points. So I walked out of there. Granted, this is kind of like that girl math thing, where like I already paid for the video game, so that's already money spent. So that's like free money.
Yeah.
For that controller, I paid a whopping $18.
Oh wow! So what is the MSRP on those supposed to be? Because like I said, secondary market they're selling them for like $100.
No, it's like $70.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I would really like to get one. I'll look a little harder. That makes me feel like a dummy. I was literally at GameStop over the weekend because I was gonna buy Cyberpunk 2077 on PlayStation 4, and here's the reason. So a little hack for all you folks at home who don't know this.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
I know this is freaking brutal watching you kick this door.
Okay, I know. Well, and here's the deal, man. Like
What is that? Is that like your little like?
I don't even know, dude. Like that's like my I go here thing.
Oh,
see,
yeah.
Okay, so cancel. All right. I mean, here's the thing, dude. You have a computer. You could help me out here, but you refuse to. And
why didn't you say so?
Because you're supposed to just pick up on these things.
Okay. Where is the key in the first room of Divinity? Dude, somebody already asked this question. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Key to stern room. Is this the stern room? I started off playing fine. Got a key to the stern room, which there is a locked door at the stern. No, what? How to open the door at Fort? Where are you? I need to know. What is this place called? Does it tell you?
The hold. I'm in the hold. I haven't left
the key in the first room of Divinity.
You know? Okay.
Okay, it's okay. The whole Divinity 2
keys, because I found a key, but I guess that key doesn't work or something.
But the hold serves as the game's tutorial playthrough.
Nice.
Upon finishing the character creation section, their character will wake up, blah, 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 blah. Take this opportunity to talk to the magisters on the boat and to start looking for items. The quests related to this sub-area are the collar and the troubled waters. Players may acquire as much as 3,000 XP upon leaving the boat.
Okay. Well, okay. So there is
Notes
an
and tips.
option. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Talk to the you could talk to the sheep. Talk to that sheep.
I did, and he. That's all. That's all it says.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the key, y'all?
Key, y'all. Okay. Ball and.
Why am I not asking AI this question?
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I can use the ladder and leave the tutorial deck, but I guess that's what I was supposed to do. I don't know, man. Small tome. I'll take a tome. I added 2 Chronicles of Narnia. Medical cabinet. Empty.
The key to the door leading out of the hold is on the Magister's Seawan's body. How to find it. After waking up, explore the room and loot the Magister's Seawan's corpse. The key will be in her inventory.
Okay.
See, I'm not useless after all.
Yes.
There we go.
Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough.
Oh, yep.
Nice
It
bit
does.
of work, even if I do say so myself.
Okay.
Okay, thanks, lady.
Yeah, thanks for nothing. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, Cyberpunk 2077.
The collar, I mean.
I recently set my PlayStation 4 back up because my PS5 is in my office, and sometimes you just want to sit on the couch and play PlayStation, dude. And so I don't know why I let this go for so long. So anyway, I've been like buying more PS4 games again, and I was like, I really want to play Cyberpunk 2077, but I'm not sure I want to spend hours and hours and hours and hours sitting in my office, studio, whatever you want to call it, where we record, and play that game, because I know I'm just going to like freaking grind it for hours.
Yeah.
And so I was looking for it on PS4. Plus, it's like a third of the cost. It's $20 versus $60 on PS5. Here's where it gets cool, dude. Apparently, they have a free next-gen upgrade. So if you buy the PS4 version, they will upgrade you to the PS5 version for free.
Right.
So why would I buy the $60 PS5 version when I can buy the PS4 version for $20 and save $40, dude?
In the meantime,
Like,
I think it's, well, for me, sometimes it's about the aesthetic of having the game on with the white little band at the top that says PS5 instead of the blue one that says PS4.
Yeah.
But okay.
Long story short, my local GameStop did not have Cyberpunk 2077 in stock, so it was a wasted trip. And clearly they didn't have the 30th anniversary controllers, because I would have noticed, but...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I just saw it on the wall in the back. Oh.
So, is this the corpse? No.
It's, well...
It's a corpse.
You better watch yourself on the places for thieves. That's okay. What's up, man?
Ugly sight, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit.
Okay, so apparently I did do a little trivia on this game, and there's over 1 million recorded lines of dialogue for this game. Apparently every single thing is voice acted.
That's I mean it's good. It's good so far.
Yeah, I appreciate those. I like that, so there's not as much reading.
Yeah, it is hard to hear what they're having to say because I'm hearing what you're having to say and my brain is getting all jumbled up.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We're on the struggle bus today.
I could use someone to keep their ears open among the bring me a good lead and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you.
You got it.
Ooh. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, now just yeah,
Okay.
I mean, okay. Yeah, this is okay. So I feel like I'm actually doing something instead of
Okay, so what did
being
you
an
so
idiot.
you never did find that key?
I'll need to find
No.
another way.
Okay. It said it was on the Magister's waters
Corpse?
or waiters corpse. Still alive and kicking. And I don't have a way of
Stealing it?
I'll have no weapons. I mean, there is a steal option.
Dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
All right, so back to PlayStation. Which console did you choose for your startup menus and whatnot? Did you go old school like original PlayStation, PS2, PS3? Like what was your? Do you remember?
Yeah. So PS2 was my first PlayStation, but I cycled through all of them, and
She eyes you.
I'm gonna pull a
Not the
U.
future,
I
no.
just went with the
But I
30th
can read the
anniversary
past,
uh,
flesh.
s-
One
like
of the
stuff.
perks of being an elf,
Only
you see.
because the only one that I thought made the biggest difference was the PS1, and that wasn't my first. So I just felt like I
could lick
was
your arm
like
and tell you
lying,
how
you
spent
know?
the night
You were
with
lying to
your
yourself.
lass.
That's like choosing Mario as the character when you have other options besides Mario. I do that
I
all
know.
the time, as you know.
You
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't
In
even
a
know if I
cellar
listened to any other
with
ones. I
other
just did
stuff.
PlayStation 2, which
My.
I
Well, no,
Add
it's
to a
it's
pretty
just
cup
it's
full
the
of
layout.
sugar
It's
and
the layout
spice.
of your backgrounds and stuff. Like that's what changed, and it's like different color schemes and stuff. And I was just
Yeah.
like, eh.
that's cool, man.
She pats
Yeah.
you on the
There,
That's
I
cool.
don't.
I also saw some secondary market 30th anniversary PlayStation 5s. They are not cheap.
They are not.
I'm not that into it. The controller's cool and all. Are you going to use the controller at least? Because you're notorious for buying shit and then not using it, and then it's like becomes some strange collector's item.
Okay. So yes, that I did do that with the Concord edition controller because that game is dead. I have a copy of that game in the cellophane and the controller completely untouched. So those I'm saving as little nuggets of video gaming history of a game that lasted maybe 6 months. I think 3.
This is an opportunity to ask the folks at home. Do you also buy gaming related items and just leave them in their packaging for later? Like comic books, Funko Pop, stuff like that. That makes sense to me. That the gaming stuff cracks me up. Like I'm curious if folks at home also do this because Drew does this a lot.
Well, and there's sometimes where I'll buy an extra controller and leave it in the box because I only have the need for one of them, and I might as well just let it hang out in the box because when I inevitably burn through the one controller, I have a brand new one right then and there. But to answer your question, I have already been using the 30th anniversary controller. It feels lucky to me. Well, and I say that because I was playing South Park Snow Day, which we talked about this. It's bad. I don't like it. It frustrates me. There's not a lot to it. Some of the trophies are difficult for no good reason, and that kind of bums me out. So I was stuck on the fight with Stan. And if you know anything about the game, folks at home, there's different like sections that you have to get through. And for Stan, you got to collect a bunch of stuff and then go through all these trials. And then when you get to Stan, you fight him, and then his dad shows up, Randy. And so I would get to the point where he was on his last bar of health, and all of my other guys would be down. I would go down, and I would have to redo everything. I did that 3 times, and then I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this game. Perpetually, completely, unequivocally. And so I got that controller. I was like, I'll give it another try. I'll give it another try. And I did some of the side quest stuff to get some dark matter and level up and yada yada yada. But then, lo and behold, beat him on the first round and did it in under 25 minutes, which is a trophy, which was awesome, dude. I felt great. It was a good, and then I was like, this controller's lucky. I will use it in times of duress when I'm stuck in a game, or when I have a game that I've been coveting for so long that I really want to make it special.
Well,
I am not paying attention at all to what these guys are saying.
I was gonna say, sorry guys, we're just spamming the dialogue on this game.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're still following along. We're going to keep playing more of Divinity What's the full name again? It's Divinity 2, but it's
Divinity 2 Original Sin.
There we go. Original Sin 2.
Original Sin 2, yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to keep playing this game, and hopefully we start to see some action, because as of right now, it's a little bit of a snore, but...
It's story building, and
Yeah.
we don't have the patience. We're trying to do a show here. It's hard to have stuff like this unless you're like actually watching and following along. And
But I do think it's cool that they've got all this voice acting and stuff like that. So catch us in the next one. Follow along. We're going to be playing this game all week. You can choose the next game if you want. Check out the description to figure out how. You can also have us play more Divinity 2 in a live stream. Again, check the description for more details. And from all of us here at Nerd Leading the Nerd, come back soon.
because we'll be waiting and we'll be sorry.
Nerd leading the nerd. We love to talk about all things nerdy. Nerd leading the nerd. We talk about pretty much everything we love here. Nerd leading the nerd. Seth and Drew are your friendly tour guides. Nerd leading the nerd. So sit back and relax and enjoy the ride with Nerd leading the nerd. What? Nerd leading the nerd.